So the page after 68 is where you need to open your books. Just like in Greek theater, we're going to have everyone read. These are both two female parts, but Fernie, as you know,
I could read the female parts.
You can read the female parts.
Yes.
So each person, I'd like you to popcorn read. So he's going to read a line, someone pop in and be Ismene, someone then pop in and be Antigone, and we're going to fly through this real quick.
Do you want us to call on people after we read?
Yeah, we can do that, where you can say, okay, T is going to read, and then Alex, you're next. We can do that.
Okay.
That way we don't have any lags of non-reading on having it. And that's where we pick up with this excerpt. So Fernie, why don't you start and be Antigone,
Yes.
and then when you're done with the line, call the next person.
I am Fernie.
I know, Fernie, go.
Have it. You'll soon show what you are, worth your breeding, is meaning, or a coward for all your royal blood.
Our own father died, hated his reputation in ruins, driven on by the crimes he brought to light himself, to gouge out his eyes with his own hands. Then
I will raise a mount for him, my dear brother, Daniel Ramos. That's me.
Oh, Antigone, you're so rash. I'm so afraid for you. Fernie Ocampo.
Oh, that's me.
We've reread the excerpt. We understand that Antigone is fully on about burying Polynices, and Ismene is like, oh, I'll keep your secret for you. So one of the ways that we can really delve into and fully make sure that we're comprehending what we're reading is to do visual aids and to do graphic organizers. So we're going to do a plot diagram today, just on this section of Antigone, because we haven't read the whole play, so we don't know the complete resolution and inciting incidents for the whole play, but we can fill one out just for this small section. So we're going to do a little bit of it together, and then you're going to work with partners to fill in some more, and then we're going to come back as a group, and we're going to further discuss it, make sure we're all on the same page and comprehending the plot and the meaning and all that kind of stuff. And then Monday, we're going to have a Kahoot quiz on it.
Okay.
All right. So that's going to be a time you're allowed to use your cell phones in class. Okay? So guys, we're going to do, like I said, I do, you do, we do. We're all going to work on it a little bit. So, real easy. What's the title?
Antigone.
Antigone. Who are you feeling Antigone?
Antigone.
Antigone. All right, now the author, there's already been a question about the author. What did we read? Who did we read about in the beginning of this chapter? Yeah, that weird name, Sophocles? Sophocles.
That's the author?
That's the author. He wrote it.
Sophocles?
Come on, it's Greek. I mean, I have to look up how to spell it. All right, so eyes on me. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Mouths are closed. We're not at the discussion point yet. We're still in a we do together. All right, so whose point of view is this coming from?
No one's.
All right, so I have no one and I have Antigone. Can I have
The audience.
the audience? You can put both sisters. You can just write both sisters. You can write their names.
Sisters, okay.
Greece would be one setting, but there's a specific.
It starts with a T, right?
What?
It starts with a T. There's a specific city.
Thebes.
Thebes. Exactly. So I'll take Greece. I'll take Thebes. I'll even take the gates outside the palace walls or whatever. I put down Thebes, but as you can see, you could write multiple things for settings.
Greece and Thebes. Thebes, Greece. Greece, so Thebes.
Okay, and then same as the point of view. Who are the main characters?
Antigone.
Antigone. Ismene.
Antigone and Ismene and the dead brothers.
The dead brothers, and then who's telling them they can't bury?
Creon.
Creon. So I would put all of that.
The sisters, the brothers, the
2 brothers. Okay. So I'd like you guys in pairs or in your groups of 3, because I know you're sharing books, to try and complete the rest of this section. I'll give you about 10 minutes, and then we'll come back together as a group and discuss our answers.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, thanks.
We are 90s kids.
Alright, so let's discuss the last few sections for us to plug in, and then we can end our class playing drama games, and you'll be fresh for the quiz on Monday. Okay?
Sounds again perfect.
Sounds again perfect. Alright, so prizing action. We knew what the inciting incident was, which is the death of both brothers. But what starts to really get the action moving? Fernie?
Burying Polynices. The fact,
The idea.
yes, the idea of trying to bury Polynices. Wow, the King Creon said
No.
bury him.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's what I agree. Do you guys agree as a class?
Yes, I do agree with the thing you just said.
This back table, Justin, do you agree? You totally agree. Would you like to add anything to it?
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, no.
My thing is what you're trying to do.
Alright, so,
Oh, that was so.
so give me a thumbs up if you all agree that the rising action is the fact that Antigone wants to bury the scorned brother against the king's will. Yes? Okay, alright, so I have that plugged in. Give me a thumbs up if you have it plugged in, you're ready for the next part.
Ready. Get this. Get this.
Okay, so what's the climax of the scene? What is the part where it gets really intense?
Where they're fighting over it.
Where they're fighting, right? The sisters fight over, what does one believe?
On the
That
ball.
they should.
They should bury him. What's the other one believe?
They shouldn't.
Obey by
They shouldn't,
law.
right? One says obey the rules, one says forget it, this is our brother, he deserves to be buried.
But what if they are the law?
But they're not the law.
Plot twist.
That would be a whole different story if they weren't the law.
That's right.
Only one person's the law.
So your following action is Mimi leaving Antigone, telling her she's too rash. So we're gonna plug that in here.
Yes.
Goes to bury her brother.
Exactly. Resolution is Antigone's like, I'm done, I'm going to bury my brother.
And that it means not gonna say nothing about it.
Well, she's already gone. Antigone.
Antigone must be capitalized in the name of Antigone.
So that's the resolution, and everyone can pretty much agree that we're on the same page, so that's the resolution.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to conflict, and what the conflict of the whole thing was, Alex and Joel here had some really good insight about it. So if you two would share what you discussed.
Yes, Mr. Tony, the conflict of this story is government versus religion.
Very good, thank you guys.
Good job, Joel.
Alex,
Anytime.
thanks, Alex.
Yo, bro, you got a break.
Alright, so it is really like government versus religion, with each sister embodying one side of the conflict. Another element of this whole play that we see presented in this excerpt is Antigone and Ismene are what? Sisters. And when they fight, it's called what?
Bickering.
Sister rivalry.
Sibling rivalry is the word I'm looking for. That's the theme that stays throughout the whole play. And we see it really here because one is tall and skinny, one is a little shorter and not so petite, one is a rule follower, one is embroiled by passion, so they butt heads and they fight. Similar to what maybe you have with your brothers or sisters or whatever.
How'd you know?
I can just tell.
You're such a good teacher.
So go ahead, because my computer went to sleep. Go ahead and fill in that last box and then glue it into your interactive notebooks, and then you can put your notebooks away for the day.